Hey, Chef Bryan, come over.
Thanks for inviting me, Colleen.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. It's good to have you. We were talking a little bit earlier. So Chef Bryan's actually came in from Rockford to be with us tonight.
Yeah, I'm the executive chef at Rockford University.
Okay.
And have been there for about 2.5 years, or almost 2 years, yeah. And been with Sodexo since 2017.
Awesome. And I heard that your dream is to live on a farm.
Absolutely.
Okay, and
Yes.
kind of source your own food and grow your own food.
Yes.
I also heard that you make really good cider donuts.
Yes, I do. We were actually, we have a magazine that comes out every month, and that was one of the items that were featured in there. We did it at our farmers market on campus at Rockford University last fall. So
very cool. Well, we're going to recruit some of those donuts to Lewis soon, but we're glad that you're with us tonight, and we're really excited to get started. So let's go back to Cai and Joe.
Today we're going to make for you a Mai Tai. We've all had a really rough year with 2020 and nobody could actually go on vacation. So I'm going to take you on vacation. Joe and I are going to show you how to make this quick and easy cocktail, not only for you, but for the kids. So Joe, you want to come in and help me?
I'm happy to, Kyle.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So what we're going to do first is we need ice. All right. So let me ice you up for you. All right. That one's yours.
Thank you.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some rum to this.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So how do you pour your rum?
Well, it depends on what kind of day I had.
Okay.
I have a couple of different methods that I use. I had a pretty good day today. So I would say it would be 1001, 1002.
All right.
On a bad day, I would slow that count down or speed it up. But I think a good measure today will be 1001, 1002.
Two. All right. And then how many fingers in the glass do we need?
2.
2?
Right.
And if you're having a bad day, 3?
It's 3.
And a horrible day, 4?
3.5. I don't go any
3.5.
higher than 3.5.
All right. So you're going to put in some light rum and I'm going to put in dark rum and then we're going to switch.
All right. We're going to do it together.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So 1001,
1002.
All right. Now switch.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
1001, 1002.
All right. Now that we have a nice good base,
Okay.
good base of rum in here,
That looks
we're going to add some juice
beautiful.
to it. So really simple, easy. We're going to add some pineapple juice and some orange juice, and you can do more pineapple or more orange, depends on what you like. So here the darker one's a little pineapple, so why don't you add that, and I'll add some orange, and then we'll switch.
All righty.
All right, so maybe half. All right, so halfway up. All right,
Okay.
and then we'll do a
Switch.
switcheroo.
Okay.
All right, we'll put some more in here. All right, looks like sunshine, right?
Look at that.
All right, so what we want to do for the alcoholic drinks is you can either do a couple different things. So either you can add triple sec, which is kind of an orange liqueur, as is Grand Marnier, or you can add today for some color, we're going to add amaretto.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to make it really boozy, Joe.
All righty. Well,
Is that all
that was the
right?
goal.
All right, so we're just going to put a little 1-2 on top.
Okay.
All right. All right, and then let's grab that grenadine and give it a little like sunrise or sunset. to it.
splash?
A little splash, yes. A little bit more. And there, you're like, have a
And there you
vacation
go.
at home.
There we go. Right. That's
Yep.
just like that.
Totally.
Perfect.
All right, well, cheers.
Cheers to all our Lewis Flyers. Thank you.
Go Flyers.
Okay. That's delicious.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
I highly recommend it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. See, we have a question that has come in, and it says, does simple syrup have to have almond extract?
It does not. So it's just an
Okay.
added thing that you can add. Simple syrup's actually very easy to make. You can just take sugar and hot water, and the hot water melts the sugar. So it just gives you a simple syrup,
Oh, okay.
basically, because it turns the sugar into syrup. So let me just, real quick. So now we have our lovely cocktails, but you want to know where they came from? So The Mai Tai actually originated in 1944 by Victor Jules Bergeron, also known as Trader Vic. So he had a restaurant named Trader Vic's in Oakland, California, and he started the tiki culture along with Don Beach from Don the Beachcomber. So that's kind of how it started. In the 1940s and 50s, there was actually a shortage of rum in the world when
Really?
Mai Tai came out. Yes, worldwide shortage.
Wow.
Because everybody was so addicted to this beautiful drink. All right, so everyone enjoy.
Enjoy.
So are we ready to start or what?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, you lead us.
All right. So what we're going to do today is we have a candied bacon and fig appetizer.
Okay, so what's a fig? I should probably know this.
Fig it's a fruit. It's a part of the mulberry family. It comes primarily from East Asia, but we grow it here too.
Okay.
I actually just bought a fig tree, so I'm going to be growing some figs here at my own place.
My goodness.
Yeah, so
Cool.
these figs today that we're going to be using, they're actually a dried fig.
Okay.
So we didn't get any fresh figs today. So, but
Okay.
we're going to be using a dried fig. So what I did with these was I made a glaze with balsamic vinegar, some lemon, a little bit of brown sugar,
Okay.
and cook these in the mixture and soften them up a little bit. So they're
Okay.
still dried, but they have a really nice texture. And so also what we have as well is the candied bacon. So everybody loves bacon, right?
Okay. So I have a question though. Before you even, can you go over what the ingredients are in the bacon and some of the other stuff and the
Sure.
candied bacon? Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think there's people at home that have the ingredients in front of them too.
Okay, absolutely. So with the figs here, all I did was just took dried figs. I took the balsamic vinegar reduction
Okay.
and lemons and apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
And I sauteed that on the stove, and then I let it simmer for about 5 minutes.
Okay. Do you
Until-
put all the liquid in before the figs, or it all goes in at the same?
All goes in at the same time. I actually put the figs in first. So
Okay.
the dried figs, I actually cut them in half because they were whole
Okay.
golden figs that we got at Trader Joe's.
Okay.
And so I just cut them in half to get them to a more bite-sized portion.
Okay.
And then I put them into my mixture
Okay.
and then went through the process. And once they were done, I just let them sit in the glaze, in the pan, and just let them rest for a little while. So that way they can try to soak up some of that liquid and try to rehydrate just a little bit. I don't want them fully hydrated
Okay.
because they'll get a little bit mushy.
Okay. All right. We
Fresh
don't
figs.
like
Yeah.
mushy.
No, we don't
All
want mushy.
right. What about the
And
bacon here?
So this is a candied bacon. So everybody loves bacon, right?
Right. Wait, your bacon is much thicker than the bacon I buy. Why is that so much
Well,
thicker?
this is just a local thick cut bacon. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
So you can, normal bacon you get at the store, people don't really pay attention to, but you can get thick cut, you can get thin cut, or just a regular cut of bacon.
Okay.
What we're having here, this is just a thick cut bacon. So
Okay.
it's a little bit thicker than normal. And you want to use this when you're making candied bacon. You don't want to use thin bacon because it'll just disintegrate into nothing and it'll cook too fast.
So I have a question. We have some vegetarians on the call.
Yes.
Is there a vegetarian option in place of the bacon?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Actually, have you ever heard of the tofu bacon?
I have heard of that. Now, is that
Tofu like
really as
chorizo?
good as bacon?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If
right.
you like tofu and you like those kinds of meat alternatives, yeah, then
Okay.
that's something that you would go with.
Okay.
So what we have here is our regular bacon,
Okay.
and then this is a dry rub that I made. So this is going to be the ingredients that's going to be into our dry rub. So what I have here is just my bacon, right?
Okay.
And so I'm going to put it into my dry rub, right? I want a heavy coating on here. So
You could just put it in there. You don't have to put like olive oil or
no,
anything.
no
Okay.
liquid. You can put it on. Just take your bacon right out the pack, and you want to press this in,
Okay.
so that way it soaks it up really good.
Okay.
And you can see you don't want a heavy crust on there, but you can see that it's sticking to it nicely, and there's a generous amount of the brown sugar mixture on there.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to put that right into my pan. So
Okay.
if you're cooking, like when you do this at home and you have the racks a roasting rack, you just put your strips of bacon right on that roasting rack.
Okay.
And straight into the oven. So we have a convection oven here, obviously. But if you don't have a convection oven at home, you can use your regular oven.
Okay.
But the temperature you want to set it at will be about 350 if you're just using your regular convection oven.
Okay, 350.
350. And you want to bake these for roughly about 15 minutes.
Okay.
You don't want to overcook them, but you don't really want to undercook them.
But you got to flip them, right?
No,
Oh, you just leave it.
Leave it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
right. It's on the rack, and it's cooking, and it's doing this thing. So in this mixture here, there's a lot of brown sugar.
Okay.
A lot of brown sugar.
Yum.
But you really need it for this. There's also some cayenne pepper. There's some garlic, some salt, and then there's also a tricolor pepper blend that I really love. I absolutely love it.
And our audience has the recipe at home. You guys have this. So
They have the
they're
ingredients,
listening
yeah.
to you and they've got the mix started and
Right.
this is what you're putting the bacon in right now.
Yeah, so I'm just taking all of those, the brown sugar, the salt, the garlic, the tricolor pepper, the paprika, and the cayenne pepper. I'm mixing all of that in the bowl to combine all the ingredients together.
Oh, great. Okay.
And then I took my bacon, I just smashed it right in there.
Okay.
And then and then I put it onto my rack, and then I'm going to put it into the oven.
Okay, perfect.
And so once I do that and it comes out, it's all beautiful. I'll take this.
Okay.
And then this is what we got here.
That's what it comes out as, but theirs is cooking at home still.
Theirs is cooking at home.
Okay.
But I already cooked ours here.
Okay. All right.
So this is what we got here. So
Okay.
once we get all of our figs, our beautiful roasted figs here, and then our bacon, then that's when we can really go to town.
Okay. So
We can
what
really do some work here.
do with this?
Well, first we're gonna change our gloves, right? Because we touched the raw bacon and all the raw ingredients. So we don't want to cross-contaminate our raw with our cooked, right?
Okay. So change your gloves at home.
Change your gloves, yes.
All right.
So we're gonna change our gloves. And then we are going to, if you can have me a pair of gloves right over there.
Okay.
And so we're gonna make our little appetizer here.
Okay. Now I read in the ingredients or the recipe, it's bacon wrapped
It is.
dates. No, not figs.
Yes, it is.
Figs.
You could also do this with dates as well.
Okay.
If you like dates. If you couldn't get figs, dates will work just as fine.
Okay.
Or-
I've never cooked with figs before in my life. So this is new. I mean, I guess it's a thing that people do.
Yes, it is very common in a lot of Mediterranean, a lot of Middle Eastern cuisines use a lot of figs. So
Okay.
figs are very good, and they have a lot of good healthy properties to them. So what we're gonna do is take our piece of bacon here,
Okay.
and then we're just gonna put us a little piece of the fig in here, and we're just gonna wrap it around just like that.
Oh, okay.
And then you can stick it with a little bamboo pick, or if you just want to have them like make a little platter, so you just take a few of them. Here you go. You can try it.
Okay.
And then grab you one of those little figs in there.
Okay. Just place it on there like that.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna roll it on up in the bacon.
Roll it. How come yours rolled a lot better than mine?
Well, I've been doing this for a couple days.
Oh, okay.
I have a little bit of more experience doing the bacon wrap. So yeah,
Okay.
you want to, okay. And so once we get our platter, all beautiful, right? And then now we can garnish it.
Okay.
So then we can just take some of this organic glaze here,
Okay.
and then we'll
What
take,
kind of glaze? It's like a
it's a
vinegar.
balsamic
Oh,
glaze.
Balsamic glaze.
Balsamic glaze,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll take some of our mixed greens here,
Okay.
and we'll put right on the top. There you go. Good
Okay.
job. And then we'll take some of our balsamic glaze.
Okay. Wow, that looks really fancy. Here,
Yeah,
let me-
there you are. Yours can look just as fancy.
Mom, are you watching this?
All right. So let's grab a fork and let's dig in.
Okay. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see. Did you I just do the whole thing, I guess?
Yeah. Isn't that delicious? She can't talk right now. She's got a mouthful of bacon and figs.
Joe, come here. Try this.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right. Happy to.
Chef Bryan made that one, so it's probably really good. right?
That's delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Can't wait to make this when I get home. This will be the one meal I know how to make.
That's very good.
All right.
Well, thanks so much. I think we're going to see you here in a little bit later,
Absolutely,
right?
yes. We got
Very good,
one
Bryan.
more dish to
Thank you.
prepare.
All right, you prepare.
Delicious.
We'll talk to the camera. We'll talk to the audience.
All right.
All right. So, Joe, this has been so
Wow.
fun
So good.
In the Brother James Gaffney Student Center tonight. I mean, how fun is this?
This is very enjoyable. And we think, you know, this building was built in 2018, dedicated in honor of Brother James Gaffney, President Emeritus of Lewis University, in honor of his 28 years as president of Lewis and his unbelievable dedication to the quality of life for our students and their student success. I think very fitting for us to be able to host this event here. So it's just very, very fitting.
And it's so great to have a lot of our alums join us tonight. And while we do have some alums on the phone, you have a special announcement. Can you share with us?
Well, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that know, but I am very excited that, but with mixed emotions, I'll be retiring from Lewis at the end of August this year after 42 and a half years working here at this university. I have been blessed with a wonderful journey. It's meant a lot to the Falese family, and to be able to see the transformation of Lewis over all these years, my time as a student and then my time as an administrator, it's extremely gratifying. I'm very grateful, but I'll always be a Lewis Flyer. Always be a Lewis Flyer.
Well, we know you're still going to be around. It's been so fun to have you in the Alumni and University Advancement Office, and save the date for next year. You know, this year we've had a whole month of virtual alumni events, but next year, May 14th, we're going to have our alumni finally back on campus.
Yes, and I can't wait. You know, the time is going to go by very fast, but May 14th of next year, we missed the opportunity this year, but thanks to all the alumni and all the work that went into providing the virtual events to engage our alumni. But I know I can't wait, and many people can't wait for us to gather in person and celebrate the success of our university next May 14th of 2022. Save the date and don't miss it.
Yeah, awesome. And if that's too far away, we do have an event coming up this September 25th, our Signum Fide event, which you're very familiar
Right,
with.
it's our annual fundraiser to support the Mission Fund for our most needy students. It is a wonderful tradition that we've had here at Lewis to raise a lot of money for our most needy students. We've had it on campus. We've had it at different venues in the Chicagoland area. Last year was virtual. It's going to be a hybrid model this year.
Yeah.
So there'll be an element of, we had a lot of compliments from a lot of individuals that were able to enjoy it from their home all across the country.
Around the world. Yeah.
Around the world.
Yeah.
So I think they'll have an opportunity to do that, but there'll also be an opportunity to gather in person to celebrate the success of Lewis, and most importantly, to raise money for the Mission Fund for our most needy students.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing all that information, Joe. I mean, this is great to have all of our alumni connected from around the globe, and we're excited to celebrate over the next year. And we thank Sodexo, but I think we need to get going with our next cocktail. So I'm going to go join Cai.
All right.
All right.
I'm here
Okay,
for our
I'll
next
be back.
entree.
Hi again. The recipe's up on the screen. If we can just go gather our ingredients, and you can do this one along with us.
All right. I am thirsty after that wrap fig.
All right.
Get
well,
us
then let's
started
hook
here.
you up. All right. So this one's a little more complicated than the one that I did with Joe, but
Okay.
still very easy for everybody
We
to
can
at
do
home.
hard. We can do hard.
All right. So first of all, you want to open your shaker, but you want to open the big part.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to place ice in here
Okay.
first. We're going to get it all iced up and icy for you.
Do you need ice in yours?
I do.
Okay,
Would you
here
like
you
to
go.
ice both of us? And then while you're icing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a lemon. So first of all, when you have a lemon and it's a little bit hard, you want to give it a roll. You know, so if you
I
roll
always
it,
forget to do that, but yeah, I've
it
heard
makes
that
it
before.
juicier. So
Okay.
if you roll it, it makes it a little bit juicier for you. You know, lemons are a great source of vitamin C. They have antioxidants that protect your cells from free radicals.
Okay.
They help with the common cold.
Free radicals.
Yes,
Okay.
they lower your stroke risk. They lower your blood pressure risk.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
so lemons have a lot of really good properties. So this recipe is actually healthy for you.
So you're saying we are like doing it right tonight. We're a healthy diet here.
We are a healthy diet here.
Okay.
All right, so if you have one of these contraptions at home,
Those are cool.
it looks like the lemon should go this way, right?
That's what I would do.
The lemon actually goes this way.
Okay.
And you end up squeezing more juice out of your lemon.
Okay.
All right. But you have to have like muscles.
Yeah.
You have muscles to do it. But the magic of television, we have a little lemon juice right here that's already squeezed for us.
Okay. All right. That magic.
Yes, the magic of it all. All right, so what
All
you're
right.
gonna do is you're gonna put maybe 2 tablespoons. You can eyeball it.
Okay.
You know, and if you like it tartar, if you like it sweeter.
Okay.
All right, so just pour a little zhuzh of lemon juice in yours.
Okay. A little zhuzh. These
Little
are
zhuzh.
cooking terms or
Yes.
bartender. Is that enough? Yeah. Okay.
It's all on taste, so you can always add more later.
Okay. All
You
right.
can never hurt it. You can't hurt a cocktail.
So, all right. Good.
All
I like
right.
that.
So now we have honey, and we're going to use local honey. So honey is, so since we're on a health kick, honey is antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties in it,
Wow.
which is
Okay.
very good for you. And the reason why you want to use local honey is because it can help your allergies. So if you have allergies, the bees pollinate from the local flowers, and that helps protect you when you eat the local honey. You're eating from the flowers that they pollinated off of.
Oh my goodness. So, somebody is asking, what is considered local? This is fascinating to me that it will help your allergies from just the local honey.
Right. So local isn't right here in Romeoville, and not just Illinois. So Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan, anything within 250 miles of your location is considered local.
Oh, wow. I have a few friends that need to hear this right
So
now.
you can not only get local honey at the Jewel,
Mm-hmm.
you know, specialty stores, your grocery store, or you know what, a lot of farmers markets have them now.
Okay. All
And
right.
that's really local. They have really good honey when you go to the farmers market.
All right. Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Joe. So we're gonna do a 1-2, okay?
Okay.
So 1, 2.
Okay. Joe's a 1-2. All right.
Joe's 1, 2.
When we get to the liquor, I'll do the Colleen pour.
Okay.
1-2. Okay.
All right, 1, 2. Now we're gonna put the liquor.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do the Colleen pour. And
I go 1, 2. I'll share it with people.
all right, we're gonna do the Cai 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right.
All right, so if you don't have rum or you don't like rum, you can always use vodka. Is definitely a thing you can use. Tequila, I wouldn't suggest because it's a little bit strong.
Okay.
But because it's light rum, has really light flavors, so does vodka. So very good substitute.
Okay, good.
for
Yeah, I
either
saw
or.
that question just come on too. Somebody had asked that.
All right, cap it,
Okay.
and then we're gonna give it a shake.
All right.
The fun part. All right, you know when to stop shaking?
No, how do you know?
When your hand gets stuck to the container. See your
Okay.
hand stuck?
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is.
All right, so it's gonna be very frosty. And then here's the hard part. This is the hardest part of the whole cocktail, is trying to remove
But just the whole lid
the
thing.
whole lid because we want the ice.
Okay.
All right, so you're not gonna remove the little top because if you were making a martini, you would take the little top and strain it out because you wouldn't want
My
the
honey
ice.
got stuck up there. Did I not shake it right?
A little bit of my honey did too. All right,
Okay,
so
let's shake it again.
Dissolve that honey.
All right.
All right. Oh,
Did it work?
it worked too much.
Oh my. Where's Joe?
Yo, we need your help.
Did you get yours open?
I did not.
Okay, I
So
should.
we're gonna come over here. We're gonna try to grab a little napkin around the side.
Okay, this is real stuff
This is
though
totally
that
real
happens
stuff.
when you're
This is
making a
completely
cocktail.
what happens. We had it great the first time. All
Before-
right, so this is
before
plan
you-
B. When life gives you lemons, we're gonna make lemonade.
Oh, okay.
So this is plan B. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna strain it out of the top.
Can we really not
We
open
can
it?
totally do this. Strain
Okay.
it out of the top. Leave about that much room on the top.
Okay.
And we're gonna add more ice. So
The-
the ice is just trapped in here, but we have more ice over here.
The honey did mix in well though. That's
did.
that's good
The honey did.
improvising. Okay, here
So we're good. You have
I've
to
got some
improvise in life, right?
ice.
Ice, thank you. A little ice for me.
There you go. You got some ice for me. Now this would totally happen to me at home where I wouldn't be able to get the lid off. of
Yes,
the
that
thing.
totally happens to everybody. You're actually supposed to like beat it against the counter. Actually, somebody told me today that if you take a little bit of olive oil
Uh-huh.
or coconut oil in the inside between the rim, it slides off really easy and doesn't get in your drink.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why I heard that earlier and didn't do it to these beforehand.
So what's next? You
All
got,
right, so next we're gonna add some ginger beer.
okay, this is the thing that always confuses. Is ginger beer actually beer?
No,
Oh,
ginger
okay.
beer is not actual beer. So it's usually a non-alcoholic
Okay.
beverage, and it's fermented spice, ginger spice,
Okay.
with yeast and sugar.
Okay.
Okay, so where ginger beer actually comes from, its origins date back to the colonial spice trade in the Orient, mixed with the sugar-producing islands of the Caribbean.
Whoa.
So they
okay.
kind of like had a matchup,
Oh,
and
okay.
they got together and they made ginger beer.
Very cool.
All
okay.
right, so ginger beer is a little spicy. All right, so we're gonna share. So here, this is one that I got at the local store. We're gonna put a little splash of ginger beer.
Okay. And what this does, it just adds a little
Just
spice
adds
to it.
a little spicy flavor to it.
Okay.
And then if you don't like ginger beer, you don't like the spice, you can always add club soda
Okay.
instead. Okay,
right.
and then to make this for the kids, what you can do, the kid-friendly version is you just take out the alcohol. You can still do the lemons and the honey, which is great for them. You can, instead of ginger beer, maybe
Oh,
you can do
yeah.
this instead of saying, Mom, I want beer. No, it's not beer.
It's healthy cocktail
Yes.
night, kids.
Healthy
Yeah.
cocktail. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna top it with a couple of blackberries.
Okay.
Especially because they're in season. We're gonna take a lemon wedge.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little lemon wedge on here. And then
You got to have your Lewis straw.
Lewis straw, of course, a little striped straw for Lewis.
Oh, this looks so good.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers to Lewis Flyers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Flyers.
Oh, that's really good.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Refreshing, like it's a nice refreshing summer drink.
That is so good. I'm not even kidding. Thanks so much.
You're so welcome. And you
All
guys
right.
all have the recipe so you can make it at home.
All right, let's go back to Chef Bryan and Joe, and we'll enjoy our cocktails.
We will.
Hey, Joe. Well,
Hello, Brian. How you doing?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
Good. So far, so good. And I'm
So-
really excited because scallops is one of the favorite meals of my family. So I'm really excited.
All right. Well, what we're going to make today is a very simple scallop salad. It takes very simple ingredients. It doesn't take much time to do. Even you said you don't like to cook very much, but hey, even you can do this.
All right. I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
So we're going to be doing this next time, right?
Right. That's right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let me just take you through what our ingredients are.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start with some local greens. They're just a spring mix blend. You could use any kind of heritage blend, spring mix, microgreens, just a blend of lettuces, the different types of lettuces. We just have some fresh strawberries that I sliced. And then what we have here is some tricolor carrot curls. And so it's an heirloom carrot. And they come in all different colors. So this one, they come in 4 different colors. There's an icicle white, which is the very almost fluorescent. You can see right through a color. And then you have what is either known as red or purple, and it has a really beautiful center with the nice red, deep reds on the outside. And then we have the traditional orange color, and then in there as well we have a yellow. So there's 4 different colors in here. It's not really a tricolor blend. It's more of a quad color blend, but it's called a tricolor usually. The carrots. So these are little ribbons that the only thing I did with these is just these carrots here is I just took my vegetable peeler, after I got done peeling my vegetables, is I took long strips and long rows, and this is how they came off, real thin. So you don't only just use your peeler just to peel the skins off of them. You can use them for different kinds of presentations as well.
That's interesting. I never realized there was that many colors to carrots to do that, but that's very interesting. Very interesting.
So these carrots here, there's a lot of different varieties of carrots that most people don't know about. You can get them. I buy a blend when I do my garden. I buy a blend of these colors, and I never know which ones I'm planting. So I just throw the seeds out and plant them, and when I go to pick them up, there they are. I never know which ones I'm getting. So there's these colors. They're sweet, super sweet carrots. There's some carrots that are only you use them for baby carrots. They only grow so big, or just not typically what you see every day in the store, just one kind of carrot.
That's
so
right.
also what we have are these scallops here. These are a 10 to 20 scallop. Okay, what that means is there is going to be 10 to 20 scallops per pound. Okay, so this is common, you know, when you see shrimp and you buy them in the store and they have numbers on them. So most people, they may not even know what that means. So that means also when you buy shrimp, 16 to 20, 5160s, 2125s, U12s, U10s, whatever.
Right.
That's what that means. That means there's under so many different per pound, so many scallops or so many shrimp per pound.
You know, and I know there's a difference between sea scallops and bay scallops. What's the difference?
Absolutely. So bay scallops, they are found in the shallow waters in the bays and the estuaries along the East Coast.
Okay.
Okay, so they're typical. You find them, you know, closer inshore, and they're really small. So these are not a bay scallop. These are a sea scallop, and the sea scallops, they are out further in the water.
Okay.
And they grow much larger. You know, we can get scallops. These are a 10-20, right? We can get scallops that are a U8. That means there's under 8 per pound. So you're talking 2 scallops per pound.
Yeah.
So 1 to 2 scallops per pound.
So the ones that further out in the water are the bigger ones, and the ones closer to the shore.
They're the smaller bay scallops. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're the small ones. When you see them, they're really small.
Yeah.
You eat them in salads or in cocktails or stews or soups and stuff like that. Okay. Those are bay scallops. And you know what's most common about scallops that people may not know is there's a muscle on the scallops called an inductor muscle, and that is used for opening and closing the shell, and also that filtrates. It filters the food in scallops. What scallops eat, it filters it out. Scallops are one of the most cleanest seafood that you can eat coming out of the ocean. Yeah, because there's, you know, not a whole lot of dirt in them. It filters everything out, and you know they have a lot of great source of protein in them.
That's interesting because I mean I knew we were going to learn a lot tonight, and I'm sure all of you are, but I'm learning an awful lot about it. I never knew that kind of specific information about the different size of the scallops, as well as, you know, like you said, the cleanest that you can get in terms of the seafood.
Yep. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, we're going to build our salad, and we're going to make our plates. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our greens. Okay. We're going to put our greens over in the bowl here.
Okay.
And why don't you go ahead and take some of those strawberries and put them in the bowl as well. And we're not going to add our scallops just yet, okay? We're going to save those for the end, so that, you know, they
get
can
on top, right on top. The final presentation.
The final presentation, yeah. So why don't we go ahead and dump some of these carrots in there?
All right.
Let's get a couple more carrots in there. So what I did with these scallops today is I just simply seared them. This is just a simple sear on these scallops, okay? So I got my pan nice and hot. And you don't want too much oil in the pan. When you're searing scallops, you really want to get a nice color on them. You want to get a nice sear on them as well, but not burnt or overcooked. Scallops overcook very easy. These only cooked for about 8 minutes total. So I seared them on both sides, and then I finished them off in the oven for just about 5 minutes.
Isn't it really kind of a secret to it? It's just a real tender, when you bite into it and you eat it, it needs to be tender, not necessarily crisp.
Yes, I mean, tender on the inside. And so it's a texture issue, not issue, but it's a texture preference when you're searing scallops that, you know, you get a nice crunch on the outside,
right?
And then they're nice and chewy on the inside. It's like bread. When you eat a nice French bread, you get that crunch on the outside, and it's nice and soft on the inside. So we're going to continue building our salad here. And what we have here is a honey lemon Dijon vinaigrette.
Okay. And
in this vinaigrette here that I made is I did Dijon mustard, fresh local honey, raw apple cider vinaigrette, salt, pepper, and again, I like to use the tricolor pepper blend, so I fresh cracked that in there as well. Honey, apple cider, and olive oil. Okay, and I blended all that together. Okay, so this is a nice, light, not heavy vinaigrette. So we're gonna lightly toss this. Okay, so there's our vinaigrette. So I'm just going to take my fork here, and I'm just going to toss it gently. Okay, I don't want to beat up the lettuce. I don't want to beat up all the beautiful ingredients that we got in there, right?
Tender.
And so when we go to plate our salad, so we want to get us a nice handful of our greens right here, right in the center, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna scoot this over here so we can see what we're doing here. Okay. So here you go. So we're plating our salad. So now we got a nice amount of greens here. So we just want to start putting some of these beautiful carrots that we have here. Get some of these nice. See, there's that yellow one here. Here's the icicle whites. Beautiful carrots that we got. Beautiful heirlooms. Let's get us some strawberries to put in here. Put a couple around the outside as well. All right, so
We did have Ryan, we did have a question that came in terms of what is a microgreen?
well, a microgreen is exactly what it says, is a microgreen. So microgreens are miniature versions of the big greens. So when you plant a vegetable, the first thing that pops up is the microgreen. And it is what we have here. This blend is a house blend microgreen. So it has all different types of greens in there. It could have like bull's blood, all kinds of different lettuces, arugula, and baby spinach, just very, very small kinds of greens that are in the mixture here. You can also, we have another blend here, which is a broccoli microgreen.
Okay.
So it's just different types of broccoli in the microgreens.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take our seared scallops and we're gonna put right on top here of our beautiful salad. And we're gonna take just a little drizzle. You just want a drizzle of this vinaigrette right on the top, okay?
Okay.
And then we're gonna take us a little pinch of our greens and put right on the top there.
Wow.
And then that's it. And we're done, we're ready to eat.
Gorgeous.
All right, so why don't you go ahead and grab a fork and dig in.
All right. Absolutely delicious. Oh, delicious. I get a little bit of green in there. Very good, Brian. Excellent.
Thank you. We
Very
want
good.
to invite Colleen back
Enjoy.
in now. And Cai in with us.
How'd it go, Joe?
Awesome. Very good.
Looks amazing,
Very, very
Jeff.
tasty.
Come on in,
Looks
Cai.
amazing.
The ingredients
There you go.
are terrific. To have a little bit of a, you got a strawberry in there. You've got some of the different kinds of carrots. The dressing is really, really good. And the scallops are just, again, as Brian said, a little crisp on the outside, but really tender on the inside. Fabulous. Fabulous.
I think Dr. Livingston would be so proud of us for not burning down the building. We did.
Not yet. Not yet. I mean, but we did.
A few more cocktails and we might.
Well, thank you so much, Cai and Brian. You guys, this is wonderful. We're very grateful for Sodexo putting this on for us and for our alumni and guests who are out there tonight. Joe, any last words that you want to say?
Thank you. We've had a great partnership over the years with Sodexo, and to be able to partner with the university to do this to benefit, our alumni. Thank you to all of those individuals that have tuned in for this. We hope you enjoyed it. But again, thanks to Sodexo for a wonderful partnership and a wonderful evening.
There might be one more question, I think, coming in, because I'm seeing people wave at us. So hold on one second. It says, recipes are on the alumni page. Great. So go to the alumni page. The recipe is there. And we also recorded this, so maybe we'll send it out and you can rewatch on how to make things. So thanks so much, you guys.
Our pleasure.
Great
Yes.
alumni, and
you.
we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.